Okay, so in this little video I'm just going to show you how to use my Steinberg preferences restore and backup utility. So a quick bit of background: all the Steinberg preferences are stored in this location here, which is users, and then that's your username, in my case obviously Phil, app data roaming Steinberg, and you can see there that all the settings for that program are stored there. So occasionally they get corrupted, and occasionally you'll need to restore them from a backup. Always a good idea to keep a backup, because things can go wrong, and it could be anything. It could be something that's not even related to Cubase itself. It could be one of the plugins or something else that's caused an issue. Okay, so let's start up the application. So on, then there's a little message saying wait a minute while it gets a list, and then you'll have a list of all the programs that you've installed from Steinberg, and there's quite a lot of them for me because I've been using Cubase and Wavelab and so on for quite a long time. So there's the basic program. What we're going to do now is add some programs in order to back them up. So let's say, okay, we've got, let's say, Cubase 10, so we add that. Let's add Nuendo 10, and let's add Wavelab 10. All the 10s, actually Cubase 10.5, isn't it? And if you decide at any point you want to start again with that list, just click clear button and you end up with nothing there on the list. There must be something on that list in order for the program to work, otherwise the backup button here will not light up and you won't be able to press it. So let's add Wavelab again. And another one that I always find useful to add and to keep track of is track presets are also stored there. And in your track presets, if we just quickly scroll down, you can see that there's all the presets that I've made over the years. And I don't ever want to lose those, so always useful to keep them backed up. Right, okay, so let's just stick with these two. You can fill this list as many different applications as you want. The other nice thing with this whole thing is that list, once you've done a backup, that list will be remembered until to next time you start the application. Okay, so then we go down to the options below. So use existing backup path. Well, that basically just means to use the path that you used last time. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to back up into my normal backup folder. As this is a demonstration, I'm going to back up to the desktop. So what I will do is unclick that. And now you'll notice that this says browse and backup. Now, as soon as I hit this, we'll get to browse to a folder. And as soon as we choose the folder, the backup will start. But first, let's just quickly explain extra folder name. This by default will read today's date, and it'll be year, month, date, so that it'll be easy to keep them organized. But you can change that to anything you want. You can type in whatever you like. It's up to you. I like to just keep it by default. So what will happen there is the backup will go to wherever you choose. For example, I'm going to pick this folder here, but inside that folder there will then be a folder named whatever you've written here. If you unselect that, then it'll just go straight into that preference folder's backup, or to this location, or wherever you choose. So let's keep that one selected, and very simple, I'm going to go back up and I'm going to choose that location. Here we go. So there we go. And I need to find my desktop, which I can edit this later. There's the desktop, press backup. And the backup has now started straight away. You've got an option here to open the backup location in your Windows File Explorer or whatever you're using. I'm using Directory Opus here, which I love. So we'll do that. And there you can see now there is a folder called today's date, because we selected use extra folder name and use that thing there. And there's track presets. And there's Wavelab Pro 10. So that's that. And you can do that as many times as you want. You can, like I said, once you quit this program, next time you load it up, the list will still be there. The last path will still be there as well from the last time. So if you wanted to keep it always there, I tend to keep mine in this location because I back them up to my OneDrive. So restoring, very simple. We choose restore. Let's choose the backup that we just made of Wavelab 10, which is there. Okay. And now what it's doing is it knows it's Wavelab 10, it knows the name of the folder, and it's basically put it back where it was. And of course the backup itself is still there. So basically, yeah, that's it. That's the Steinberg Preferences Backup and Restore application. We're on to version 3.1 at the moment, and of course if anyone's got any suggestions for making it better on any other features, please let me know. It's a free application at the moment, and I'll put the download link at the bottom of the video. Thanks a lot. See ya.